Welcome to Fish and Fury. Like my sign? I love my sign. That thing is sweet. Anyways, if you guys seen my last extensive, little ultralight tackle box video, I got something for you. Haha. So in the last video, I showed, I made like a little trout lure box. Now we're gonna focus on our bait stuff. As you can see, I have these waterproof accessory boxes by Plano. You can find these on the end caps at Bass Pro. Da, 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 da. See, I went shopping. I got some boxes. I'm doing some tackle organization. If you've seen in any of my other videos, primarily I'm out there looking for bass and targeting stripers and all that. I'll be out there at the big rivers, San Joaquin County River, Sacramento, out here in California, hitting the aqueducts. Yeah, I love striper. I catch a lot of catfish though. So most of those videos, you get catfished. LOL. Get it? Get it? Get it? Anyways, let's stay focused. We're working on trout fishing. And as I mentioned in my last video, we have some of our little stuff like treble hooks, swivels, and stuff that I did not put in this box. Why? Because they go in my main box. With my leader line and stuff. I got my power baits, my gulps, my pot skis. See? Power bait. Quick preview of the colors. That's usually what I use for bait. Gulp. These guys work. Little blue giggies love these. Blue giggies! The maggots. Berkeley. These trout marshmallows, I actually found. They stink. They smell like garlic. There's a peep in there too. I don't know if you peep the peep. Let's see. Peep the peep. See? Peep. He's a marshmallow. I put him in there. And of course, some salmon eggs. The pot skis. Is this a pot ski? Oh, balls of fire. Yup. Pot ski. Those are good too. Alright. So, I found these. And my main box I use for bait and stuff, to hold my bait, has my gloves and everything. All my surgeon's tools for when things go wrong. I'm just kidding. We prevent things from going wrong. We're always prepared. You have the right tool for the right job. But my box is getting kind of messy. Like, I got like a random assortment of hooks. Oh, my swivels are okay. Well, this layer is okay. The top layer is a mess. I got some sand in here. Different leaders. This hook's gonna pop out. It's gonna end up in my carpet. I hope not. My wife will be pissed. Random Texas rigs and stuff. Yeah, so my jingle bells. Then it gets better. Look at this hot mess. Yeesh. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm not really terrible. I'm just in a hurry. Or like, I find random stuff and just throw it in my box. So, we are going to organize our tackle box. And because it is trout season, we're going to take these little boxes and organize the smaller things in life, because it's the little things that count. I got these cracked open now, and we have a big one, just a little single pod, boop, a little 4 slot, boop, and a 6 slot, boop. Which one am I going to use? I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But let me show you these real quick. They're waterproof, obviously. I would hope so, that most fishing gear is. But, these are actually kind of pretty good quality. As you can see, it's got like a little rubber seal in there. So you're not going to like get any water, sand, or dirt in there. And I bet they actually float. I bet. I don't know if they do or not. So don't quote me on that. If you put your stuff in here, you throw it in the water and you lose it, we'll have to see. But Yeah, they're airtight. They're pretty good. I think it was only like, $10 for the three of them, maybe less. I don't know, but like that's kind of important. Like this box right here. This is my little go-to pocket box. It's got holes in it and stuff. This falls in the water, it's sinking, and it's definitely not airtight. I can pull up the corner, and you can see right in the box. But yeah, the reason why that's important is because when you're messing with like really small things, like see these are size 22, they're super small. If I throw these in my pocket box, it's just gonna jump over the pliers and everything and end up getting entangled with my hooks, and yeah, that's all bad. These, however, they have thick slots too. They don't come out, but that's good. Why? Because like I just mentioned, you don't want like your hooks and swivels, getting mixed up and jumping over the slots. You'll see what I mean in a moment. And I can already hear the comments. But Fish and Fury, why don't you just keep them in the package and you won't lose them and just throw them in your tackle box? Well, because they're going to end up in the bottom and then I'm going to lose them, right? Like, look, I got packages of hooks in here. I probably don't even remember I have random swivels and stuff. Yeah, all bad. And like I said, after like this package, you go through it, you have like one or two hooks left and you end up just throwing it in the box anyways. So yeah, tackle organization really saves your life, or makes your life easier, especially when it's dark, you can't really see too well, you want to know where everything's at. You're messing with small things. Yeah. Ooh, speaking of dark and small things, I also found this flashlight, little headlamp. It was pretty cool. It was a 3-pack. It was only like, shoot, I don't remember. It was a 3-pack, but it was a good deal. It's rechargeable. Let me see, where'd the button? Boop, boop. Super bright. Whoa. Super bright. Has 3 modes. It's simple, but it does the job. So, if you're out there, because trout love to hit in the mornings, dawn and dusk, right? You should get yourself a little headlamp. That might also help you and save your day. All right. Stay focused. I feel like I'm ADHD today. Probably because I'm about to go trout fishing. I got like, I don't know, an hour. So yeah, getting stuff ready. I'm in a hurry, talking fast. Hopefully you get a lot out of this though. So I've decided for now to start on this little 4-slotted box. And what we're going to do, the reason why, one, I'm going to put my treble hooks in here. They get a slot. My swivels, they get a slot. My little sinker weights, they're going to get a slot. And then the last slot, I'm actually going to save for my split rings, because I do have some split rings and other random tackle that can go in here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It's gonna work. All right, got my treble hooks in there. I already slid those in. Sorry, don't know if you want to see me throw these in here. Boop. Got my swivels in there. Up next, got our little sinker weights. Throw that down here in the corner. Ta-da! Let's throw a few. Yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, that's basically it. Got our swivels, little hooks, some sinkers, perfect box for some trout dough, power bait, pot skis, whatever you're using. And like I was saying earlier, you can shake this up, and your hooks and swivels and stuff, they're not going to jump over the slots. So you don't have to worry about, things getting mixed up. They're really good boxes. Break out the label. Let's go digging in my trash. Again, see, Plano. Waterproof accessory boxes. One of each. 1, 4, 1, 6, and compartment boxes. Hundreds of uses. They really do. Super good. You know. And then, after I make some space, I just throw them in here. And now I have my trout stuff right where I need it. Easy to find. And now, so like the label said, hundreds of uses. That is one way to use it. And now, I'm going to completely change my mind and redo this box. Shame on me. The reason why I didn't like having, I changed my mind, is because I didn't like having these sinker weights in this little box. That was just kind of a waste of space for me. I can just keep them in my main tackle box right here, you know, because if I'm bait fishing, I always have like all my stuff right here. Like the little lead weights, they don't need to go in my box. And also too, the original reason why I bought this 3-pack is because I wanted this box. This is really the only box I wanted. These are just a bonus for me. But I wanted to keep all my little small hooks. Like, these things are tiny. I don't want them floating in my tackle box, because if I open it and close it, you know, I don't want to lose them. And I don't want them ending up in my carpet, all over the place, whatever. I just want a nice, safe space for my little tiny hooks. So, it's going to be random. You're probably going to hate. But I'm going to find all my small hooks in here and throw them in this box. Okay, I changed my mind again. We're going to use the 6-slot box for my tiny hooks. Because I noticed I have some packages, like I said, that get lost in my main box. And I can probably organize them fairly well in here. So instead of mixing up my treble hooks with like my barbless mosquito hooks, yes, you can use barbless, especially in some rivers, it's required. Yeah, instead of mixing everything up, that way I have them like organized, and you know, I can tell the difference real quick. Hey, these are my barbless. Hey, these are my treble. Yeah, and then I'll just put my random hooks in this big box. That's what we're gonna do. So this is what I got so far. I got my brand new treble hooks, my barbless, some random red ones, and kind of some miscellaneous. See, that one still has like power bait dough on it. And then I got like my larger hooks in this box right here. So yeah, and I've been just spending like about a good half an hour so far clipping old line and trying to get these hooks off. So yeah. Oh, I got some of my jingle bells out too and organized. All the stuff was just twisted. But hey, in the long run, it'll help me out. I'll know where everything's at. Look at all that line. Blah. So I got I got all the hooks out. So we're gonna throw this away in our trash pile. Boop. What's crazy is most of the stuff that's up here at the top is stuff I find on the ground. You know, like just random like beads and, you know, crazy rigs, 2-ounce weight, like all this stuff I never really buy. I just find it. You can tell the difference between the things I buy and like, you know, just random like rigs. Oh, I've decided to use this 4-slot for like swivels. Boop. Aha. Like, see, this swivel, this is something I would not buy. It's one of those straight swivels. These things, this little tab, they unfold and they break easily. I prefer the swivels that have this little like focus. This little like lipped curve. Come on, baby, focus. There you go. See? And it's less likely to break. So when you clip it, stand by. When you clip it, it looks like this. Heck yeah, so this is it. I got all like my large hooks in this big single box. Got my little tiny hooks in the little middle box. And I got a good assortment of swivels. You know, got my little size 22s right here. These are like about 22 to 12, just randoms. Then I got these 3-ways, you know, for like drop shots or whatnot. And then yeah, these are just like larger assortment of swivels. Got my swivels, hooks. My box is nice and clean-ish. Like I said, ish. I have one little rig right here because I'm probably going to use it this morning. Got that ready. These rigs are generally tied up, but I know what they are. And yeah, this is pretty much it. Just wanted to show you, you know, what I was doing since I was organizing my tackle. I thought might help you guys, maybe if you're having some tackle issues and whatnot, might help you get a little organized, you know, make your life easier, because this sure as heck is going to make my life easier. But yeah, if you like these tackle videos, you know, let me know. And let me know what you guys are using for like tackle boxes and stuff. It sounds weird, but I love tackle boxes. As you can see, I got like a bunch of them. I got the Bass Pro, the Planos, the lure locks, this little pocket box. I'm like a tackle box freak, but I got a bunch of lures and stuff, and organization, you know, really helps, especially when you're doing various fishing, whether it's trout, bass, whatever. Keep everything separate and stuff. Anyways, stay tuned for more. Catch y'all later.